Field. Oh boy.
Good morning, family and friends. We are arriving at EAA Air Show today. It's July 27, 2022, and looking for a great day. Tom and my nephew, my grandnephew, is flying in today, and looking forward to meeting up with them. And you can see a plane coming at us right in front of us up above. So we are getting close. And let's see what happens. Whoa, baby, slow her down. Whoa. Okay, made that one. And look off to the right here, a ton of campers for the air show. We are quite a ways out still. Camping is second right. We're not camping. Okay, we're coming in here. We're gonna do general admission, public parking. There's a sign, public parking, turn right. So let's turn right for public parking. Okay, there's the lot. Just following what they're telling us to do. And hopefully we will be able to find Tom's plane flying in. Let's see what's going to happen. Where I was parking is the gray lot. You see a little blue dot in the middle of the screen? That's where I parked. And there's another picture of where I am in relationship to the runway. There's my wristband, and it's called the Air Adventure or Air Venture. I have a spoiler alert coming up. I went 18,307 steps that day, and look at what it did to my shoe. But the rest of the story is what I'm going to show you. Here's how I messed up my shoe, walking all over the place. Had a great time though. It was fun. I didn't take any pictures of the air show itself because my iPhone 8, the camera on that just doesn't do flying in air shows justice. I need a better camera. So this is the rest of the air show, all of the exhibits and all of the planes that are around. I'm only showing you a few of them because it would probably take a couple of hours to show you all the planes that I visited and looked at. Amazing planes. A lot of experimental planes too. There's one plane out here that has I think it's 16 engines, 8 engines or 16, and props. It's coming up here pretty soon, but I thought this one here is a pretty interesting plane. All black and a V-tail. And it looks like it can do some damage to somebody. There's a lot of exhibitors inside the building. This is the plane that has all of those engines in it and props. You can barely see the props, they're so small. But there's like, I think 16 engines on it. And this is a plane that kind of looks like Tom's. And another spoiler alert, we didn't get to meet up. Came real close, within feet I think, but I could not find him and my phone went dead. And my app that shows where it is, it wasn't there. This plane looks like the prop is not spinning. But that's because the shutter on the iPhone is in sync with the plane, so it looks like it's not spinning. It really is spinning though, making all that sound. And this one looks like it's spinning backwards, but it's actually spinning the other way. And that's again just because of the way the iPhone takes a picture of it. And the speed of the phone and the speed of the prop, it's just kind of makes it look funny. And then Sirius XM radio, looks like they're sponsoring the race car. And the gates that are here is just to keep out golf carts and things like that. People can walk through the gates. It's trying to keep people a walking area. And these are huge planes. Walked up to some of them and they tower over you. You can go inside those big planes too. By the way, you see back there the tower, airport tower, back there. And there's a helicopter. There's another exhibit where you can climb inside the cockpit. And here's a plane that's very impressive. Eco Demonstrator by Boeing. And get up a closer view on that. And this is a military plane here. Huge landing gear. I'm standing up straight, tall. That landing gear goes up above me. And we had an opportunity, right? You can go inside these, but I saw these stairs and I said, I think I'll pass. I didn't want to climb up those stairs. There's two big planes there that you could climb up inside and view what's inside. Especially this Eco Demonstrator that it's a 10-year anniversary that's on the engine there. It shows 10-year anniversary that Boeing has had this plane out. And you can see people coming out of that plane right now, but I knew my legs were going to give out in the middle of that climb or descent. This is showing you how big that engine is, and that the wind is making it spin like that. And it was a real nice day with that wind blowing all day long. It was a gentle breeze. I'm kind of kinking my neck to get this picture to go straight up. Well, it's not straight up, close. And then I took a school bus ride over to the Air Museum. That was way down the road, and they were kind enough to get all these school buses out here that gives you a ride over there.
Okay, we're at the EAA Air Museum. And the EAA Aviation Center. This is where, well, the Airplane Museum is. It also has the Spirit of Duluth, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the plane that Tom helped build in Duluth. I think I found it, and I named it wrong. Let's go to Lark of Duluth. I believe it is right up there. That huge plane that it flew a little bit too. They did fly it before they brought it over here and hung it up. Okay, here is the Wright Flyer.
You can see a nice view of the Lark of Duluth on the top wing of that plane. That, I believe, is an amphibious plane. You fly that over the water, or on the water. Take off from the water and land on water. Voyager. I was always impressed with the Voyager. I watched that when it was on TV and their excursion that they did. And then don't be fooled by this wall. They're not trying to pull the wall down with all these running props like this, demonstrating the engines and how they spin. What would happen if you put that on your garage door? Can you fly your house? And here's the Spirit of St. Louis. And that plane is flying over the top of a city. There's the city down there. This is interesting. You can pause this and look at that writing there. This is a couple that started EAA, and they did it out of the basement of their house. And here's a mock-up of the basement that they worked out of to start up EAA. And this picture shows Tom's plane coming over in relationship to where I was on the runway, and I was watching them come in. This is a copy of file footage that I have in my system, and I was looking for this plane. This is Tom's plane, and I thought you would want to get a good view of what I was looking for. It turns out Tom didn't get to take off in the morning like he wanted to. He had a little problem with his radio. Took him most of the day to figure out the problem. He got it fixed, and he took off, and he was coming over. The problem was that I'd been working with my cell phone all day long, and I was down my battery to about 3 or 4%. And at the time I was checking out where he was in relation to where I was, my battery went dead. So I didn't figure out which runway he was landing on, and he landed on the runway that I was not at. So when I looked at my cell phone again, I found out he was on the ground and he was behind me a ways, so I started for him. By the time I got to him, or close to him, my cell phone died and I couldn't find him. I looked all over the place, and there's no way I could charge my phone. Anyway, it was a total bust trying to locate him.